hibernation in April.
Yeah.
A lot of times they're looking for mates. Sometimes younger bears are pushed out of territory and looking for a new place to go. So keep that garbage inside because that's what they're after.
Yes, they are quite hungry after their long slumber, and right now we're taking a live look at a very cloudy West Hills where if you look close enough, you probably still won't be able to see any of the black bears, which I think is good news for a lot of us as we hold steady at about 61 degrees. Maybe you are doing some hiking out towards the West Hills over the coming days. Expect temperatures to be anywhere from the 60s to the 80s. The cloudy start to the day will eventually transition into just a bit more of that sunshine, but watch out for some muddy spots, maybe a few bugs, and again, those black bears may be a possibility. As we take a grand tour here across the Pacific Northwest, taking a live look out at Lincoln City, where temperatures are very comfortable at this hour, 60 degrees with the overcast skies. Just a bit of a different picture, though, up in elevation above the clouds. That's where we are holding on to the sunny, bright blue, clear skies with 43 degrees as the snow continues to melt off of Mount Hood. Current temperatures up and down the I-5 corridor, anywhere from the upper 50s to the low 60s. Again, PDX at 61, just about the same out towards the Dalles at 59. But we have seen a hot month of May for us here across western Oregon and parts of southwest Washington. You'll notice that we've broken some records for May 2023. The new records hold firm for PDX Vancouver with 5 days at or above 90 degrees. The old records were back in the 80s and back into the 30s for parts of Vancouver, as Salem and Astoria have tied the number of days at or above 90 degrees. But overall, over the next 6 to 10 days, we anticipate near normal temperatures for much of the Pacific Northwest. The warm air stays further off to the east as near normal precip amounts are also possible for the I-5 corridor, which basically means we'll be seeing mostly dry skies because the month of May is typically one of our drying months as we move towards the dry summer season. But the cloud coverage, all courtesy that nice onshore flows. We've got a low pressure system situated just to the north of us, but not expecting to see any rainfall as the month of May has fallen short of an inch of rain so far, below normal by 3/4 of an inch. But if we look at the water year, which takes us all the way back to October 1st. Well, that's where we still hold on to that surplus of nearly a ½ inch. So good news on that front, as the cooling mechanism that we've held firm over the last several days is due to this upper level low pressure system. It's going to start to take a trip, though, to the north and east, pulling its way out of the Pacific Northwest as a ridge of high pressure starts to build just to the west of us offshore, helping to usher in some warmer summer-like temperatures by the time we get into Thursday, Friday. But by this afternoon, expecting to see a lot of those clouds start to break free. It gets our temperatures back up into the mid to upper 60s in many cases. And then that onshore flow helping to keep that cloud coverage into the valley spots for the start of the day tomorrow. And I think we'll hold on to a little bit more of that cloud coverage into the afternoon, evening hours for your Tuesday afternoon. Again, Wednesday morning starting off on a cloudier note before that sunshine yet again starts to take over. And after Wednesday, that's where that warming trend will really start to sell its way back into the Pacific Northwest. So today's daytime high temperature expected to climb up into the mid to upper 60s in many cases. The clouds slowly peeling out just to once again return tonight as we fall to a cooler 49 degrees. Maybe shut off the AC, crack open the window, enjoy some of that fresh air as we expect to see that warming trend get underway Thursday into Friday, back to the mid 80s. On average, we should be right around 70 degrees or so for this time of year. And don't forget this upcoming Friday, the Rose Festival gets underway as far as all the amusement rides. That's Friday evening and the Saturday. And we might be able to pick up on a stray raindrop or two that builds over the mountains and pushes into the valley. But overall, I think it's going to be setting up to be a nice weekend ahead as well.
I saw them setting up the rides today. The first trucks were there on the waterfront, Tomahawk Waterfront Park. So that to look forward to.
Exciting time.
Right, we'll be right back.